been really like listening to and watching um Beyonce's Made in America festival performance and her Global Citizens Festival performance. To me, look wise, Global Citizens, like the fashion wise, was a little bit more cleaner, more sleeker, more together than and kind of made more sense than the Made in America. Now, it was Made in America in like September on her birthday, and then in October, yeah, I think it's like a month later, because the Made in America festival is always around Labor Day. This is like the second year or third year it's currently not happening, and I wonder if next year it'll happen and she will bring it back, headline it. This will be like her third time headlining Made in America, right? Yeah, yeah. This will be like her third time. Oh wait, this would be if she did it, if they brought her back, and if they bring it back next year, it would be her third time headlining. And it's like it's run by her husband, so um, when I do that, it's gonna bring me back. Okay, so oh shoot. The Global Citizen Festival, yeah, it was in like October or something like that. Um, so we're coming off of this is 2015. 2014 was the On the Run tour. 2013-14 was Drunken Love. Still really fresh and popping. I think this was pre Lemonade, which I really don't know when Lemonade was filmed. Maybe that summer? I'm not really sure, but I know there was like photos and zoom-ins of like her vision board and the set list, and Formation was on there, and so I'm like, that would have been really cool. It would have fit perfectly. Formation is like such an important moment in her career to me, and I didn't like Formation at first, but now Formation is one of my favorite songs. But Formation would have fit perfectly, or even Sorry. But Formation would have fit perfectly in it. And it didn't debut until 2016. Right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it did. Okay. So, Global Citizens. This set list, right? First for the choreography. Let's talk about the choreography. The choreography was incredible. Everybody was in sync. Honestly, the Miss Carter show is not my favorite tour. Thinking about it, looking at Renaissance, looking at Formation Tour, looking at On the Runs, looking at the Beyonce Experience and I Am Tour, it's not my favorite show. Fashion wise, maybe vocally, definitely. Fashion wise, choreography wise, set list wise, it's not really my favorite show. Even the stage was. Eh. I'm not ragging on it, but it's not really my favorite out of all the tours at this point. But I don't know how long they did rehearsing, but the choreography, everybody was in sync for these two festivals. It was on point. 7-Eleven, I was watching 7-Eleven and like amazed at how precise all these moves are. Everybody is dancing together. Everybody is in sync. Everybody is like the effort, the talent is really, 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 really incredible. 7-Eleven was really great. Drunken Love vocally was really, really great. I guess we could just go down the line. I don't like Crazy in Love, the 2014 remix. Now, this remix was made for the 50 Shades of Grey. She had worked with some producers. I think it was Boots, who had worked on the self-titled album, and she had worked with some other lady on the self-titled album. And she was like, it's a different Beyonce, it's a different vocally. Honestly, okay, I like the vocals. I just don't care for the way she performs it. I don't know. It's not like fascinating and wowing to me. But I feel like during this time, 7-Eleven was like number 10 or 11 had like reached number 10 or 11 on the charts. Drunken Love was like number 2. I think those were only like top songs from that era, right? I think those were the only, or maybe Sorry was like number 10. Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. But I just feel like she was doing something new. She was in the moment, and to me, she was trying to bring something fresh and new and liven up her music at this point. And that Crazy in Love remix was like the spearhead of that moment of this era. But it's not, like I said, it's not my favorite. Like, I think I have it in the playlist. I never listen to it. And for me, if I would go to watch the Formation tour version, it would be like watching a new experience. It would be like watching a new video to me, because I don't really remember watching it. It's just like, yeah, something. It's just, it's not my favorite. But anyways, then she goes into the Crazy in Love, the regular version, and she adds a little truffle butter. Truffle butter, Bootylicious. I Care. I don't remember her singing I Care, but I'm sure it was great. 7-Eleven, love the interlude with it was like a birthday cake, a little birthday party cake and fun and thingy, her little like giant Virgo jacket on. I was just like, these little things, like, where are they? Are they like storage? I'm sure they're custom made. And then I was just like, where's the budget? Where does the budget come from this? How does everybody get paid? Who pays who? Does the artist really get paid a lot for like a festival? Whatever. 7-Eleven, like I said, incredible. I did not like 7-Eleven, the studio version, but the live version. And I was like remembering I downloaded this entire performance, back in the quote unquote back in the day, when the fans would, well, they kind of still do. They would make the audio version of a video. And I downloaded this. I would listen to this all the time. This, in fact, is still my ringtone. I just changed it back. The Do Nothing Bitch featuring Ronda Rousey. She goes into Diva, Fuck Up Them Commas, where you at. Like, always integrating a popular song, that's the word, a popular song into Diva, and this set list is so crazy, because then we go from Diva to Survivor. And it's like, oh, okay. And then we get the little sirens from, wait, no, we don't get the sirens yet. Survivor into Ring the Alarm. And also, I meant to say, it was like, at this point, she would take whatever show or big moment pre a tour and integrate it into that tour. Like Ravel, live at Ravel in New Jersey, Atlantic City, was heavily influenced into the Miss Carter show. These two festivals were heavily into the Formation show. the Formation tour, and then what was it? It was Coachella was heavily into influenced into On the Run 2, and heavily influenced into On the Run 2. And I think that's why I didn't really care for On the Run 2, because it was like, okay, you're taking Coachella on the road, but Coachella was its own thing. And I feel like Coachella, the sound of Coachella, Beachella, didn't really translate to a full tour. And it just seemed lazy. But I get the point of taking Coachella, this big thing, on the road. I get it. And then the Dubai show was kind of influenced into the Renaissance tour. Mainly, the two things I would say would be like the starting off with the ballads and then ending with like the up tempos and stuff, and then the Dubai version of Drunken Love, definitely. um, Ring the Alarm, and she's adding all these like Destiny's Child snippets and vocal moments and little here and there's of Destiny's Child and throughout these songs. I guess kind of giving them a little bit more personality. It's kind of random, honestly, but I can see like her having fun, wanting to have more fun, and sprucing up her repertoire and being in the moment. Definitely, you can definitely look at her in her face. She's so in the moment. She's so present. She's so like integrated with the audience, connected with the audience. It's a really these two shows are really fun to watch. And then we get Run the World. Like I appreciate the set list still for Formation is still to me a lot. It's a lot and it's kind of random, but it does flow well. I will say that. Bow Down. I think Bow Down when she did that little ton of dance breaks. I think this is probably like, and then you look at the Formation tour, a ton of dance breaks. This Bow Down had a little dance break that is so cute and so fun, and like I feel like that should be like the staple dance break for Bow Down. Oh, you know what's really got me watching? Really had me watching this. They were talking about on Twitter the flawless, the Say My Name to Beyonce transition. And I was like, let me go watch this because I love Say My Name. It's been a while since I watched this, so let me go watch this. Then she does Flawless. T-Way Nasty. I don't know. I don't remember that part. She does Flawless. And then she goes into Say My Name. And she sounded incredible singing Say My Name. Like, she just sounded so great. And it's so, Say My Name with her is so fun because it's so fun to listen to because she doesn't sound like the record in 1999. But whenever she sings it, it sounds so good. Like, you don't even care that it doesn't sound exactly like that specific moment. And then she goes into Beyonce. The transition is really great. Jumpin', a really fun moment. Independent Woman. I don't remember her doing that. Oh, okay. And then we get to Back to Black / Naughty Girl. And I actually feel like Crazy in Love might now remember she did Back to Black. And for The Great Gatsby soundtrack. And all the Amy Winehouse fans had a conniption. I don't I don't know if it's available on streaming anywhere. You probably can find it on YouTube. I'm not opposed to that cover. I think she sings. I feel like for me, 95% of the songs Beyonce sings are maybe 97% are incredible. She delivers. She executes it really well, especially the covers. But then there are some songs that I don't care for. But I don't understand. I didn't really understand the backlash for that. And also, I feel like that the Crazy in Love for 2014 mix is kind of inspired by the Back to Black structure of this Back to Black. Go listen to it. Go listen to both of them. You'll get what I'm saying. But also, I was watching this and I realized she was in this interlude. She plays the Formation Tour intro video. And I'm like, what? Okay, so now we're at this point where things aren't 100% original. Well, they're original, but I feel like maybe with Lemonade is where she like filmed a whole bunch of content to the point where and I'm guessing like, I'm just like trying to figure out why would she do certain things. And I'm thinking maybe because Lemonade has so much content, not everybody had HBO at the time or access to HBO. I'm sure, the pirated links and stuff were like shut down, yada yada yada. But I feel like the HBO, I feel like, she just because everybody didn't have access to it, let's just put it on tour, remix, the color of it and the size of it, and they've all noticed the difference. Because that's when, to me, I feel like some of her work became off front. I would say lazy, but lazy probably isn't the word to say. It would just probably just be like, let's just remix this stuff instead of shooting new stuff, because we already shot like, a month worth of films worth of content. That's the only reason. That's the only like method to the madness I could think of. Solution to her at this point in her career, using old images and reusing images, because she I screamed. I was like, why am I watching the Formation Tour intro in 2015? The Little Flower intro. I just... And also, you guys, you know what? The Formation Tour did not make sense, because I feel like maybe it was just like expressing a woman in that flower. But I just feel like the flower intro was way so sexy for this rough rock and roll this dance breaking tour. It didn't make sense. But Formation is a really great tour. It just didn't. If you look inwards a little bit more, it doesn't make sense. Drunken Love, I don't know if she was lip syncing or not, but she sounded fucking incredible. I was just like amazed. She was wearing something really sexy. She was on this like pyramid chair. She was doing the damn thing. Feeling Myself, this one was really fun. She kept repeating the intro, and no. She kept repeating the hook, I guess you would call it. Throwing the crowd way off. I loved it. She was in the moment. She was having fun. Nobody knew what was going on except for the people on stage. That was fun. And then she puts on this Sixers, this Knicks, right? Knicks, like, jersey, diamond-studded jersey or whatever. And she performs Partition. This very slightly awkward long version of Partition. Then she puts on, we hear Ghost, and then she puts on this like pink lingerie, pink Red situation for Haunted. She's done an incredible singing Haunted. Um, oh, and then she goes into Blow. So I'm like, ooh, those two songs, the way you put them together like that, incredible. Then we get EXO. She changes again for EXO. This is like the fifth costume change. Um, like it just didn't make sense. It's just like all these songs just randomly put together. Some of them fit, some of them don't. EXO and then Halo, and then she sings 1+1. It's like, okay, I guess. And then she brings it up again and does a little Love on Top. And I'm just like, oh, okay, here we are again with this. And then we get the End of Time with Grown Woman, which is really, really great. And then the Single Ladies / Get Me Body, which was really, really great. I feel like those two, I feel like End of Time actually is, the End of Time Grown Woman is probably one of her greatest mashups, top 5 greatest mashups. Because like, what the fuck? Just, they fit so perfectly together, the way they put that together. It was incredible. Single Ladies last, with the little Get Me Bodied. And that's probably like one of the last times she's performed Single Ladies, which is so funny. How she, you know what? It's like I'm not yearning to always listen to Single Ladies because I'm over that era. That was, the I Am Tour, the I Am Yours, the many, 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 award show performances, the AOL performance, like the Ellen DeGeneres performance, the Good Morning America, the Today Show. Like I'm over Single Ladies, but once seeing it a little fresh and new, still hitting that choreography. That's the other thing. The End of Time, Single Ladies, Left on Top, that choreography, they were hitting that shit. They were like dancing. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Let's move along to the Global Citizens Festival. Oh, does it tell the date? Oh, September 26th. Oh, okay. So this is still... So not even a month later, like 2-3 weeks later. This one is a little bit more condensed. It was like an hour show. We're still getting the Crazy in Love. This one was a little wackier. Wackier... What did I say? Condensed wackiness? No, it was a little wacky. It started off like, what is going on? Like, this set list is so weird. The Crazy in Love, the truffle butter of it all, the Love on Top of it all, which was interesting. EXO Halo, okay, interesting. 1+1, like I don't understand. I kind of didn't understand what was her motive behind starting off with this Crazy in Love, Love on Top, and then doing these ballads. And then Drunken Love, the infamous Drunken Love with Ed Sheeran. Acoustic version. And I was thinking, like, I thought Perfect Duet had came out already by this time, but it comes out in 2017 or 18, something like that. Which I was like, oh, okay. Drunken Love, this one, acoustic. Homegirl sounds amazing. Just belting it out. She's belting it out. He is, playing the guitar. It's a really good version. And I do come back to this version. I want to say almost frequently I would come back to this version. But I've been playing it like non-stop for like an hour the other day. It's a really good version. And it shows the diversity of her voice. She can go from like this Love on Top and these power ballads to making, this sexy dance song, this love song, right? That's what I get from it. Also, the camera angles weren't as great as the Made in America festival on the Global Citizens Festival for whatever reason. Uh, I don't know. But honestly, oh, and the funny part was, they didn't really modify the words for Ed. He was over there singing, Granny on his wood, Granny, Granny on his wood. I was just the like singing the song full out, which is funny, and shows he's a good sport. 7-Eleven again, the 7-Eleven interlude, and then we get into 7-Eleven again. Hit that shit like it was amazing. The Do Nothing Bitch and the Diva, and then we get the Survivor again for whatever reason. At that point, Ring the Alarm was really really great. Run the World was really really great. The Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, I believe that's how you say her name. It's funny what looking at the backlash, her little backlash that she has responded to about Beyonce's feminist point of view. I don't think she, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was like basically saying, I don't really want to be a part of that song. I don't really care about Beyonce's feminist point of view because I don't always want to compare myself to males, and Beyonce's always comparing her her feminism to male domination and the way the males work, and I don't want to be connected with the males like that. And I was just like, oh, okay. Now I really can't listen to Flawless the same anymore. Because I'm like, damn, this lady ragged on Beyonce when Beyonce was just, praising her and showing her love and support and, you know, putting her in this song that at this point, I feel like at this point, Beyonce really started to mix and mash for that Beyonce album. She started to like mix and mash sounds and vocals and songs together like that. And honestly, if again looking from the inside out, because I understand what's going on now. Looking from the inside out, I feel like Flawless, there's a lot going on in that song. And they don't necessarily all connect to me. To me, they don't necessarily connect the way I think she was trying to connect them. Because, in the moment, in the, 2014, you're loving the song. And then, 2025, you're like, I don't think the song really makes sense as a whole. Then we get to the Feeling Myself again, Beyonce again, jumping again, and that End of Time, Grown Woman, ending with the Single Ladies and Give Me Body little sample in there, which was really, really fun. Honestly, it's really great. She was showing love to Ring the Alarm. You Done Lost Your Mind. The Independent Woman of it all. 7-Eleven, showing love to that. Really great. I think that's all I gotta say. Besides, she sounded really, really great. I think it had been like maybe like almost a year since she had performed anywhere. I think, yeah, at that point she was like, she had taken time off. Yeah, right before the Formation tour. She had taken some time off. And it was really great to see her make this comeback with the Made in America, sort of, quote unquote, comeback with Made in America festival. And that these two festivals were recorded and or live streamed and or televised, because we know how she gets with the the live streaming and the televised. That she'll play like the first, I think, what was it? I think it was the Made in America in 2013 or 12. 2013, 14ish, where it was live streamed for like the first for Run the World, and then after that it cut off. So I was just like, thanks for gatekeeping, B. Thanks. For gatekeeping your talent from us. The Formation Tour, let me say this. The Formation Tour interludes also to me seemed just not that creative so much. Maybe musically wise, thinking about it, like the Daddy Lessons, the Freakum Dress, the the Mine interlude. What else interlude? The Ghost interlude into Don't Hurt Yourself. The Die With You. Die With You, you guys, am I tripping? I thought Die With You came out in 2014 or something earlier. I looked on YouTube, and I mean, the Wikipedia page says it came out in 2017, but I'm like, Die With You was playing at the Formation Tour. Like, am I tripping? Like, maybe that's what it was. It like played, and we were like, "What is this song?" And then she ended up releasing the full song. Is that what happened? I can't. I can't remember. But anyways, like the yeah, the interludes on the Formation Tour weren't like the rest of the interludes on like the I Am Tour, where they were like new, like the Diva and the Cheetah, and what else? What are the interludes? Oh, Sasha versus Beyonce, and then like there was like the Naughty Girl interlude, the If I Were a Boy interlude, the intro to the I Am Your the I Am Miss Carter show. All these like interludes were a little bit more personal and a little bit more. They were new. And then you get to the Formation Tour, and there were just like images and clips from the. They weren't like new images and clips. They were like remixed images and clips from what's it called? Lemonade. That's all I gotta say. I'm just showing a little love to these two festival set lists and performances. Thanks so much for listening to the Dare Show podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at mylovemoney.tonight. You don't have to like the video. You don't have to subscribe. Just leave a comment. I want to talk. I want to know what you guys think. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.